Carson's time to get the stuff.
Code.
It's code. It's gotta do it in code.
Yeah. No, the Darkrai was the...
New moon is coming. No. Yeah. Okay. That's about it. You have to...
Yeah. I feel like... Oh, gee. Yeah, okay, there.
Gotta use the numbers as letters,
Yeah,
but...
because they...
Yeah, it's Darkrai. Everybody's favorite.
Instead of nerfing the accuracy of Dark Void, they should have taken out Smeargle. You can't use it, but then after that, I feel like the move should have been 100 accuracy, but it puts everything to sleep, including your side of the field. And someone might say, but that's a nerf that only exists for doubles and not singles. Hush you. Yeah. Let's see, did it do the...
Yeah, it's box 1. It's right there.
Yeah. Because they go to the first open
Naughty
slot.
Nature.
Every time.
Nature Mints exist.
Yes, but I just always find it funny when I get shit like... I always find it funny when I get things like that to happen. Because it's like, oh, of course I get the attack increasing nature.
Gotta get Lucario now.
Which is why I feel like a lot of events should just start being fixed to nature. Yeah. Ow.
There you go. Shiny Buddy. It's Shiny Buddy.
Too bad Lucario Shiny is one of those shinies that I kinda don't like. It's so bad.
This shiny is amazing.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, it
You
isn't.
mean you don't like your Lucario to be lemon flavored?
I get what they were trying to do because it inverts the colors where the like body is blue and the rest is yellow as opposed to like the you know, body being inverts like the colors and shit, but the thing is it's one of those because
It's just Lucario and delicious lemon flavor.
Well, I guess to be fair, well, it's well, I think it's kind of bad at the same time. It's like because you know you can see it from here. If they did 100% invert the colors, it would be the rest of the Lucario would be this weird cream color. So it's okay, and I will admit, with you know HD textures and shit, I think they have darkened it
a little bit,
so it's not as like bright searing like lemon yellow. So because of it being darkened, it is one of those shinies I do like a bit more because
it's less I believe.
Yeah, it's less garish, and I think I believe this Lucario is literally set.
I told you.
No, not just nature. I swear I got the same IVs. I swear I got the same IVs because you got one with 2 like attacking stats, and I think pretty good in both defenses.
Still sitting on that page. Doesn't say anything about the IVs. They might be set.
Considering that it's mixed, the IV...
At the very least, you're probably guaranteed the attack stats and speed.
Well, Well, the funny thing is that HP, both attack stats and speed, that's 4 stats. It's normally 3 guaranteed perfect stats. Because, like, if I
Events?
go back...
Yes.
Yeah, it's normally 3 guaranteed, so that's what... It does seem like literally everything is set. So I wonder...
I'll double check.
So I wonder if this
I
one...
wasn't paying super close attention.
Hmm.
This is a more rigged event. It's just a random shiny Lucario.
Yeah.
But it's set to be a mixed nature. Because Lucario can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Covers that.
Yes. Covers that for I mean game. Just do these saving multiple times and then get those in the off.
This is what cutting is for.
One more.
You have to save it. You saved it. You saved it. You saved.
Yeah. That one video about save points made a joke out. It was like I've never seen anyone save Ocarina of Time once and then turn the N64 off.
There is actually in the Pokemon a stupid reason to save multiple times.
Which is
that. Oh, God damn it! I might leave this in and explain this. So there's that button combination that dumps the backup file of the game, and that backup file is a contingency file that you can load if your main save is like super fucked. And the reason Pokemon games usually only had one save file, they had a hidden second save, and even the Switch games do it, and you can do a button combination to launch it. That backup file, to be a proper backup, can actually be several saves behind your main file. I loaded it once just to check something, and all the progress I had made...
It's also one of those they don't want people doing dubious shit with, like, cloud duplicating saves, so it is always designed to be, like, 3 saves behind.
A reason to update saves multiple times, it can help advance that. Because that backup file is useful, but it's kind of annoying that the backup file...
Because they don't want people using the backup file, like I said, to, like, copy cloud saves or whatever and make duplicates of things to super easily and legally, technically, clone Pokemon.
I was just going to bring up, it's updating saves multiple times is not the worst idea.
Also, before because I don't think I've shown the, like, Shield super often. Can you guess all of the nickname references? The one I feel like no one is going to get is Athena. That's the one I feel like no one is going to get.
My whole point, updating the save multiple times updates your secret backup save.
I do, because you have to, like, use numbers in the place of, like, I and O and stuff. I really do wonder, it's like, did, someone think, oh, hey, we can have these cheeky passwords. What do we do when we're missing these letters? Fuck.
Anyway. My whole point, the backup save updates slower. So sometimes it's a few saves behind, so
now this copy of the game has less shit in it, so it should be far, far easier to find these.
Anyway. That backup save is literally a contingency in case your game gets screwed up.
Yeah.
But there was that time, like, 5 minutes ago where people were acting like downloading the DLC would cause the backup save to get borked as well. And there were tons of reports of that for 5 minutes. And Game Freak said they would look into it.
Both attack boosting natures.
Yes.
I hate both of you.
And we got the DLC and our game never fucking borked.
Yeah.
And I don't like always jumping to this, but anytime an error happens in Pokemon, it feels like y'all are pirating.
Especially because errors, like, even the backup save, because, like you said, that did exist in the 3DS, games, like, whenever the
Backup save exists in all Pokemon games.
But
DS does it too.
But my point is, because the backup save existed in all of the games, because of how easy it was to, you know, like, pirate or emulate DS or, like, 3DS, the backup save not working or borking or corrupting your game was a sign of people pirating or playing on a shady emulator back in, like, Diamond and Pearl. So because that was a sign of someone playing, you know, a dubious copy of the game back then, that's why I don't like jumping to conclusions and assuming things. But there's a previous history of this, you know, type of thing in, like, Pokemon and other games where, oh, this feature means pirated copy.
We have the DLC in both games, and our saves have been fine.
Yeah, it is the same. Mm-hmm. It is literally the same. Though,
okay.
Making me wonder, what the fuck number are those pretty goods? Because if it is that fixed, and it's supposed to be a mixed attacker, I have to sit there and ask, why did you not just give me a Lucario with 6 perfect
stats?
Well, actually, I say, why didn't you do that? But the exact reason is obvious. Breeding.
Mm-hmm.
That would make breeding really easy, because, like, you know, this is the event, this is that one special event Mewtwo. It's Mewtwo. It's a legendary. So you can just give a Mewtwo on a silver platter like that, and this Mewtwo only affects itself. This does not make getting any other Mewtwo inherently easier. This, you could then start infinitely breeding, like, you know, for Riolu and shit, especially because while it is set to have inner focus, you could, if you wanted a hidden ability, especially if you wanted fucking Prankster Riolu, you could give it the ability patch, and then at that point, if it had perfect in both defenses, again, that is easily breedable 6 perfect stat Pokemon, and it feels like it's one of those, despite the fact that this is a fucking event, we can't be having that. No.
Damn it. Please don't talk about Lucario being easily breedable. That is not something that needs to leave your lips.
Something Vaporeon meme. We're ending now.
Aeopazing. I might cut in after the Aeopazing to properly outro so I know where to cut this, because Carson is saving multiple times. I hope you all enjoyed the video, but as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later. It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, what is your opinion on Shiny Lucario in the newer Pokemon games? Like Curzon said, Lucario's shiny used to be a lot brighter of a yellow, and that brighter yellow was incredibly obnoxious, in my opinion. Go look at a sprite sheet for shiny Lucario across more or less all of the sprite games. The shiny color is a vibrant, really obnoxious yellow. And even in X and Y, when they swapped to 3D models, it was still a decently bright yellow that was still pretty obnoxious. And then Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon reused the X and Y models, and they didn't really change them up. Even Sword and Shield basically reused the X and Y models without completely changing them up. There were a few small touch-ups, but for the most part, those were also the same. Even Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee also basically used the X and Y models that they made for the 3DS without really touching them up. But those models, I think, are fine enough in that more simplistic art style. And I never thought the 3DS models were that bad to begin with. But then we get to Legends Arceus, and this is when they started actually trying to touch up a lot of the models for Pokemon, but the major touch ups were actually in Scarlet and Violet, because for the first time they started actually going in and redoing a lot of the meshes on the models to actually get a lot more details on the different Pokemon. So, Scarlet and Violet basically did redo a lot of the meshes, but I thought I would phrase the question in a way that lets you answer with different Pokemon games, since the Pokemon have looked slightly different from game to game, and this also lets you throw in your opinion on Lucario's shiny in the games before Scarlet and Violet. Because personally, I feel like Lucario's shiny got slightly less obnoxious as we went on, but so many of the big 3D games use the X and Y models that they made for the 3DS, because at the time they actually made incredibly high fidelity models that the 3DS couldn't entirely handle, because they wanted to port those models into future games, and they have basically continued to do that. But in Scarlet and Violet, they redid the meshes on the models to actually have far better HD textures, and that gets us to the main point. Lucario actually looks pretty good as a shiny now, because the yellow is more subdued and natural instead of being incredibly bright and somewhat obnoxious. Anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.